Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. We're doing another Pokemon, well, random Pokemon generated team. This was me just clicking on it randomly. I didn't actually start the video. But, yeah, let's see what we're using today. Porygon, Tauros, Jinx, Gengar, Mr. Mime, and Starmie. So I'm going to use Mega Gengar, Porygon, Tauros, Jinx, Mr. Mime, and Starmie. Alright, this should be fun. Please do not have a Mega Beedrill, whoever I fight. Let's get right back with the video. So I think what I'm going to be doing is during the week, I'll be having longer battles, and during the weekend, I'll be doing shorter battles. Obviously, you know, when I go on vacations, you guys know I do shorter battles, but I think that's what I want to do because I'm recording all my weekend videos, like not just this, but my Showdown Lives on Friday. So it's easier for me if I just do shorter battles on the weekends, and then I can do longer battles, like 2-3 games, I think, during the week. Anyway, my opponent's team, pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I love Mr. Mime. I love Jinx in this for the same exact reasons, and Sub Tauros is so cool. His Gengar answers are non-existent as well. Jinx is a great lead because outside of U-turn Zapdos, it outspeeds basically everything and is only threatened by that. So what it can do is, it can just put something to sleep and immediately just start clicking buttons, you know what I mean? I think this is gonna be a fun game. I really think it's gonna be a fun game. Nidoking seems to be my opponent's Stealth Rocker. That's something to keep in mind. I wonder if they're going to go like the Gyarados route. They do go Nidoking. Alright, so, I mean, this was to be expected. So I have a few options here. One is go right for the sleep move. Obviously, if I get the sleep move off, I can basically prevent my opponent from getting up Stealth Rock. The other is just to damage this. Now, I do like the idea of going for Lovely Kiss here. It's 75% accurate. We do miss, unfortunately. My opponent does get up Stealth Rock, so that's a little bit annoying because I lost a turn out of that. I'm actually kind of tempted to put two of my opponents' Pokemon to sleep just because of that. I'll be real, but it's alright. It happens. I'm going to go for a second one. So what would have happened was I would have prevented rocks. I would have then went for Calm Mind, and after, assuming my opponent didn't get the first turn awake, I would have been able to knock them out with plus 1 Ice Beam. However, it's not the end of the world. Honestly, that's why I really do hate the 75% accurate moves. I feel like I miss them so much, but he does switch out, which is pretty big because if I do manage to land on this Gyarados, that means it has not burnt any sleep turns at all, which means that it's basically susceptible to, it can't wake up, right? So if I make a switch here, he cannot do anything about it. I'm actually going to make the switch out into, do I want to make the switch out to Mr. Mime? Mr. Mime is really good late game too. I'm going to Ice Beam. If he Mega Evolves, then he'll be weak to Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, I want to make the Mr. Mime switch because if he Mega Evolved, you know, it'd be better for me. But any bit of chip damage on Gyarados is going to go a long way for my Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime has a great speed tier, much like Jinx in this game. And Psychic and Dazzling Gleam are just so good versus my opponent. Now, I actually value Jinx just a little bit here. Again, I only Ice Beam just in case he didn't Mega. But I value Jinx. We're going to go Porygon. Ideally, my opponent does not get the first turn awake right here, which is what he could get. And the reason that's important is because I want Porygon to live 1 hit, which it can, but it can't live 2. I want it to live 1 hit, and I want it to get off a Thunderbolt. Now, if Gyarados wakes up, as it does not, nice. If I'm not wrong, I believe I'll be able to live 1 hit and get off just a little bit of damage with Thunderbolt. And this will be really important for Mr. Mime. To be able to knock it out after. Oh, my opponent is mixed. I don't know what you're trying to attack, though. Porygon ain't going to care about that. Maybe I'll get another game after this. Like, I understand Thunderbolt on Gyarados. I've talked about it before. But, like, Earthquake hits Poliwrath harder for the most part. It does hit other Gyarados, though. We're going to see a Crunch? You should always Crunch. Maybe he didn't know Porygon's typing. So he switches out. What is Nidoking coming in? Nidoking does come out. That's a good play. I believe Earthquake might be a roll to knock me out. I might live it just because I am a defensive Porygon. Don't quote me on that though because Porygon is not as bulky as... Woof! Nice! So this is awesome because living this means that I get off the Ice Beam damage and that's important because that means that every other attack from every other Pokemon on my team will KO this thing. So that's awesome. That's actually like what I want. So I don't mind that. You know, in the ideal world, that Pokemon was actually asleep and never got a Brox to begin with, but it's okay. I'll make the Mr. Mime play because it's a little bit harder for my opponent to punish me here. Basically, Mr. Mime outspeeds Nidoking. I can Psychic, and if he goes Gyarados, I can Dazzling Gleam. And with Gyarados gone, I can see, like, I don't have to bother predicting Gyarados. But with Gyarados gone or even weakened, Jinx has so much fun here. So, and obviously with Gyarados even more weakened, my Mega Gengar has a lot of fun as well. I might get another game though, depending on how short this game is. Is he going to make the Gyarados play? Or is he going to make the Articuno play? Goes Executor. So, regular Executor is resistant to this. But this is an Alolan Eggy, which means that Psychic into Dazzling Gleam is a KO. And I followed up with a Dazzling Gleam because first off, it guarantees that wasn't a roll. Secondly, if my opponent wanted to try and pivot into Mega Gyarados, obviously I would punish them for it. Now the biggest thing that I think is the problem that my opponent has is the Zapdos. I don't knock it out with any one move, but I do. Most of my Pokemon live a hit. Mr. Mime lives a hit. Tauros can live a hit. Mega Gengar lives a hit. Jinx can live a hit if it's not U-turn. Like, Jinx can live a Thunderbolt. Oh, and I love the fact that Blastoise came out. I want to damage this thing, too. I definitely want to damage this thing. I don't see the reason to go for Psychic. If my opponent is like a fake-out Blastoise, so like fake-out into Dark Pulse or fake-out into Scald or whatever, I can Encore them into fake-out. Beautiful damage as well. So this is going to do a decent chunk, considering Mr. Mime doesn't have the best defense. In fact, if they had Scald, Mr. Mime would have been able to eat too. So the fact that they have Waterfall is a little bit better here. Nice, so they're going to be able to 2KO me. I'm okay with that. Also, weakening this is very good for Tauros, which is looking really happy. Yo, Mr. Mime looks amazing when it fades. It's like, oh my gosh, how did that happen? Anyway, we're going to make the Mega Gengar play. At this point, I'm just going to go right for the Sludge Bomb. Mega Evolve and click Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb hits his team incredibly hard. He'll be able to knock out Blastoise. I've been wanting to use a more physical variant of Blastoise. Like, I always use Earthquake on mine just because of... it does a lot to Muck. Alolan Muck, rather. But... And, like, Waterfall is really cool for, like, those... Basically, the mons that are especially defensive but not physically defensive. Like, for example, Mega Beedrill could come in and tank a Scald or Surf, but it does not tank like Waterfall and Aqua Jet. So those are just options that I do keep in mind. There's Nidoking. I don't think you survive this, my friend. Not at this range. Mega Gengar is way too strong. I almost thought I didn't have Shadow Ball for a second. I was like, where's Shadow Ball? But yeah, Mega Gengar is way too strong, my friend. You're going to go down. Too powerful. I'm sorry. I have so many Mega Gengars. Oh, I have so many Gengars. Articuno is probably the only thing that takes 2 hits. I think Zapdos is 2-hit KO'd by... I think Zapdos is 2-hit KO'd by what's it called? By Sludge Bomb. I'll make the Starmie play. I don't want... Basically, what I don't want here is my opponent to Mirror Coat me, right? So I'll make the Starmie play because Starmie can just spam Scald repeatedly. Starmie can just spam Scald. Yeah, exactly. I didn't want him Mirror Coating my Gengar. And I really don't care about this Pokemon as much. I get in Tauros and I just click Rock Slide versus his team. Is he going to go Zapdos and like the Thunderbolt? There, he does go Zapdos. That's nice. That's smart. But at that point, I don't think it matters either because Scald into Ice Beam. First off, I get a crit right there. Yep. Oh, and I get a burn. But I didn't want that because I didn't want him roosting. But basically, Scald into Ice Beam will put it in range of Gengar. So, unfortunately, because of that crit, he is going to roost here. I'll still go for Ice Beam anyway. I don't think it's going to KO. I think it's just going to be just shy of a KO. Oh, I actually picked it up because of the... Man, that crit actually mattered way more than I thought. I didn't realize that would KO after that crit. I thought it was like in range-ish, but I thought Ice Beam was more like around, you know, 38 to like 45% to Zapdos, and I thought it was around just a little bit more. Anyway, Articuno comes out. I'm just going to Thunder Wave Articuno. The main reason is I do have a substitute Tauros in the back, and I want to be able to sub up on it. Like, I want to be able to sub up on it and just go for Rock Slides. want to see if I can speed this up a little bit too. I don't think there's any possible way I can speed this up. I'll start throwing off some scalds. My opponent ends up running. Okay, that speeds it up for me. Great. Alright, so this was a pretty quick game. So I'm actually going to be looking for another one pretty much immediately. So ideally we get another quick game. That'd be nice. And I get to use Substitute Tauros. Let me look for another one. Get a nice fun game. So my friend just PM'd me on Discord saying, so after testing, I'm gonna read this to you guys. So after testing, any mon with Truant can never use Solar Beam in the rain. It requires 2 turns consecutively of charging. So when the Truant works, it ends its own combo, aka never use Solar Beam slacking. I don't think anybody will ever use Solar Beam slacking anyway, but I just think that's a pretty funny thing. I had to share that. What is wrong with Nash? Why did you give me this piece of information? Alright, let's see if we can get a fun game over here. I like my Mono Psychic build. Oh man, really solid team here. And then on top of that, a Mewtwo. It's tough. I think I lose this game. Meg Gengar though is super strong. Just gotta be careful around Snorlax. We're gonna go Porygon because Porygon can Toxic and basically I kind of lose to stuff like Aerodactyl and Mewtwo almost immediately. So Porygon being able to live 1 Psychic and Toxic is really good. This is gonna be a tough one though. I think we're gonna take an L right here. Just his team outclasses mine. Maybe Thunder Wave Starmie could be good. I think an Arrow is checked by Starmie. Leads off with Executor. So unfortunately, I mean, this isn't too bad. I get some Ice Beam damage off. And maybe I can dodge Sleep Powder. I feel like I never dodge Sleep Powder though. My opponents always dodge every sleep move I go for. Is that just me? Like, let me know if like you notice that. I feel like that happens all the time. I really do. Now, they go for Leech Seed initially. So maybe they're a Leech Seed Protect set. Ice Beam's going to do about 40%, I want to say. Maybe a little bit more. But after Leech Seed Recovery, less. Yep. That is some damage. Hold up. That's some damage. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. So I don't know if they're a Leech Seed Protect set. But I'm just going to Ice Beam again. Ooh, and I won the Speed Tie. Great. Oh, this is actually perfect because Porygon... Oh, I missed out on the KO. Come on, buddy. Porygon, that was your chance to shine. You won a Speed Tie. You won a Speed Tie, but it just didn't... Because I kind of wanted my opponent to go like Snorlax or something or Slowbro, and to be able to Toxic them would be great. Obviously, Toxic does boost Snorlax's Facade, but with the combination of being able to pivot into Gengar on Facades and use Substitute on Tauros to wear it down, like Snorlax is something I don't deal with very well. Yo, Porygon was like, nah, bro, I got you. I'm going to win the second Speed Tie again. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. So you get rid of Executor. That's awesome. Executor wasn't really a problem. I had Ice Beam Starmie, Ice Beam this, I had Mega Gengar, I had Jinx. But, I mean, it's good for Tauros that it's gone. Now, best case for me is they go Slowbro. And, or they go Aerodactyl. That's fine, too. I'll just Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt can get a Paralysis. They're probably going to go for Stealth Rock here. They do decide just to knock me out with Earthquake, though. If I was a Violet Porygon, I'm going to tell you right now, I would have lived that 100% of the time. However, now we can bring out Starmie. We are a defensive Starmie. And honestly, I'm just going to throw off a Scald. I don't really want to Thunder Wave Aerodactyl when I can burn it. I think the main Pokemon I want to Thunder Wave is honestly the Mewtwo. Hey, defensive Starmie, I'm going to need you to eat that second hit though. Or if I'm even able to Thunder Wave Mewtwo. Let's see if I burn him. So I'm a Thunder Wave here. I'm Thunder Waving because if they don't get the Crunch Roll, I'm going to attempt to recover on Paralysis. Ah, I'm gone. This is bad. I feel like I think I need to win a Speed Tie with Gengar here. Because I can't let everything go down. I'll lose. That's how the game goes. I'm gonna try and win a speed tie with Gengar here. Ideally, they're adamant and not jolly. I really wish Starmie either got the burn or was not 2-hit KO'd. They're gonna go, what? Snorlax? Oh, they go hard Slowbro. Which, I mean, I guess they're just sacking it, because for the most part, that is never a switch into... I mean, they still have a Mewtwo in the back as well. But for the most part, that is never a switch into Gengar. Ever. I can go for Thunderbolt, and I can follow it up with a Sludge Bomb to knock him out. And Sludge Bomb's good because it also covers... the reason I went for Thunderbolt is because it covered Aerodactyl, plus did a little bit of damage to Snorlax. And that's the same reasoning behind this Sludge Bomb here. It knocks out Slowbro, and it also covers Snorlax to an extent. That is. So if they go Mewtwo, I don't take its hit. Like, period. Yep. I'm assuming they're going to go X or Y. Y means they outspeed me. They have an Alakazam as well. Gonna make the Mr. Mime play, because Mr. Mime can Encore Mewtwo. Of course, if they, like I said, if they become Mega Mewtwo Y, they do guarantee outspeed me. X, I'm going to need a little bit of damage on. But they should become Mega Mewtwo Y, because, like I said, it guarantee outspeeds that Pokemon. Yep, there's the Y. Psychic. So much damage. I'm just going to Encore them just in case they go for Calm Mind. They could always go Snorlax. Yeah, they do go for Calm Mind. They're probably still going to beat me with this Pokemon anyway. But I'm still going to attempt to Encore them. That way they're at least stuck in the... Alright, we're going to make the Tauros play now. And attempt to just double edge through him. If double edge crits, that'd be great too. Because they can't get out of the Calm Mind, right? Like, if double edge crits, that'd be sick. However, I don't think it'd KO regardless. Well, I mean, if it crits, yes, it will KO. I think the better turn for me is them staying in. Because I have enough turns with Encore. Come on, Tauros. And double edge is great because it should KO Aerodactyl at the range that. It KOs Alakazam, and it does a lot to Snorlax. So, unfortunately, they do not opt to stay in, which means I'm probably going to lose this Pokemon later. They go Snorlax, though, which is awesome for Gengar. It opens the door for Gengar. Ooh, that did nothing. I did a good chunk. I'm lying. Let's go for Substitute just in case they decide to go for Self-Destruct. Just to guarantee KO me. As they go for Sewer Power. So this is good because with the defense drop, they should go down to my Tauros' double edge, or at least be very close. I don't think they're going to go down. It's going to be a roll. I'll sub again. Let's see. It might be a roll. Okay, they switch, which is awesome. Aerodactyl? Mewtwo. Okay, that's sick too. That's awesome. Because I still get my sub off. And I'm behind a sub, and Tauros KOs Aerodactyl. 2 KOs Snorlax, which is awesome as well. I'm saying awesome a lot, but it does. I get damage off. Nice. Substitute Tauros helping me out. Yo, I stole this set from somebody I fought on Wi-Fi. I really did. So I 100% value that damage. Or this damage on Mewtwo might mean that my Gengar wins it. Gengar has to win a speed tie though versus Aerodactyl to win. And it has to knock out Alakazam. Oh, that damage is barely anything. What? That did nothing. That's double edge from Tauros. Wait, they're recovering. I don't know why. I think they should be attacking. If I'm real, I think they should be attacking, but that's fine. You get more out of it. And you're opening up the door for me to crit you. Yeah, like I got a little bit more damage off that turn. So we're gonna go Jinx. And they should go for Recover. So I kind of want to... I kind of want to Lovely Kiss them, if possible. Please? Land? I'm going to depend so much on sleep turns here. Okay. Them going out into Snorlax is fine as well. I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna break Sleep Claws if I need to. Like if I want to win, I will, and I'll Ice Beam here. Of course, they can't wake up this turn, which is great. And Ice Beam should be a 3 KO. At best, if it's a 2 KO, that'd be awesome, but it's not. Okay, so I need this Snorlax to stay asleep. Everybody keeps getting the first turn wake on me. I need this thing to stay asleep. I really do. Because I need Jinx, and I couldn't go hard Gengar. Thank you. Let's go. Because Jinx actually might be able to beat Mewtwo, depending on their set. But go ahead and give me Snorlax. So whatever they bring out, I'm going to have to sack my Mr. Mime, I believe. They should bring out Aerodactyl, though. I'm going to have to sack Mr. Mime, and then I'm going to have to go Jinx hard on Mewtwo? This is still iffy no matter what. I might have to keep every single Pokemon alive and go hard Gengar. I think that's what I have to do. Because I need 3 Pokemon in order to win this game. I need Gengar, I need a sack in Mr. Mime, and I need Jinx at full HP. So I have to go Gengar. I will live 1 crunch, and I have to win a speed tie. I'll live 1. Yep, I have to win a speed tie. Like, I did what I had to do. If I sack that, I think I just lost to Mewtwo / Alakazam no matter what. So I just click Shadow Ball here. Win the speed tie, buddy. Thank you. Alright, so the Mewtwo should come out. And then it might just come down to Jinx and Gengar versus everything. So I end up going out and I wish I was Sucker Punch, man. I have a Sucker Punch Gengar too. I really wish I was Sucker Punch here because Sucker Punch won. Like right there. But I go Mr. Mime because if they recover, I Encore it. They should Psychic Goal. Yep. And Mr. Mime basically means, hey, you can't beat me immediately. So I always Encore here. I believe. Yep, basically goes for a second Psychic. And it's going to come down to Jinx, I think. Because Jinx has to land a Lovely Kiss. Jinx lands a Lovely Kiss. And then from there we try and win. Okay, Jinx. It's all up to you, buddy. Please. Get the Lovely Kiss off. I have to go Lovely Kiss and then I have to go hard Gengar. Okay, so they do go for the recover. Well, I don't have to go hard Gengar, I guess, because I can Calm Mind up technically. But hard Gengar means that I don't have to worry about this. Alright, so you landed. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, okay, so there's still potential, right? If they get a first turn wake, I can lose. But if they go Alakazam here, I think I win. Like, guaranteed. They don't go Alakazam. I didn't want to Calm Mind up because I was worried about that, but I got in Gengar because it covers the Alakazam play. And, I mean, again, if they get the wake up, I just lose, I think. Unless Jinx is able to Calm Mind up. Come on, buddy. Wait, they're modest! They messed up, they're modest! They messed up, they're modest. Oh my gosh. You should always be timid, Mega Mewtwo Y. Dude, that's so sad. I won! I did it! Let's go! Mega Gengar is the truth. That's it. Nice. Hey, we did it! Not bad. And Zam can't Mega Evolve. I'm guaranteed faster than you. Wait. There we go. Mega Gengar finishes them off. I hope you guys all enjoyed. That was great. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. You guys can check out my other Wi-Fi battles. There is a playlist down below. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.